Let me take this opportunity to elaborate a little bit more on the areas of specialty and expertise. These are the areas that I have the most experience in, I'm the most passionate about, I've written the most about, and I'm best at. And that is working with addicts in recovery, treating addicts in recovery, and relationship training, which includes couples and family therapy. Some time ago, I developed a model for treating addicts in recovery. I called this model the relationship model of addiction, and I intended it to work as a new paradigm for understanding addiction and recovery that I apply to the following addictions. I apply to substance addiction or dependence. That includes alcohol, opiates, amphetamine, pharmaceuticals, marijuana, all substances, and process addictions, including sex addiction, porn addiction, and compulsive gambling. And also relationship addictions, including love addiction and codependency. The thing that's important to understand, what makes the relationship model important or new and exciting and innovative, is that I make it clear, I define addiction as a relationship with a means of relief of pain from unmet emotional needs. It's a relationship, not a disease. And it's driven by the need to relieve pain. In addition, the other key part of the relationship model of addiction is the recovery journey and the 3 stages of recovery. It's important to understand that recovery is a process. The relationship model sees recovery as a process, a transitional journey out of unhealthy dependency and need-based relationships and into healthy, emotionally nourishing ones. And the 3 stages of recovery that I take you through, the first one is breaking up. You have to break up this relationship with the means of relief, the relationship that's dragging you down and basically killing you, and that you are totally consumed in. When you break up that relationship, you can enter into stage 2, which is developing the relationship with yourself. So when you break up, space opens up, and you will make the greatest discovery of your life, which is yourself, and at that time, begin developing that relationship. And when you are at stage 2, going through stage 2, and you have this active, ongoing relationship with yourself, then you're going to be going into stage 3, which is creating emotionally nourishing relationships, which I consider to be, another way to think about it, is relationship training. In the work that I do in stage 3 is about providing you, transmitting to you the know-how and the proficiency in essential skills in the arts of relating and connecting, so you become much more connectable. You're going to be creating healthier relationships, and your creativity is going to be ignited. It's going to be on fire. So by the time you're in stage 3 already, by the time you're in stage 3 and creating healthy, nourishing relationships, the backlog of pain that drives your addiction is going to reduce or eliminate, and then, which is going to pull the rug out from under the addiction. It naturally will extinguish itself. The addiction will naturally extinguish itself when your emotional needs get met. Now, in the couples and family therapy that I want to talk about a little bit with you is understanding that as a couples therapist, what I do, I'm going to tell you the main things that I do and what I consider to be the nuts and bolts of the couples therapy. One is that the first order of business is to create a safe space for you, for the couple, for you to talk about issues that you never were able to talk about before, that were too difficult, too uncomfortable, where they were difficult feelings or conflicts or differences or whatever. We talk about create a safe space to be able to talk about those things. And I teach you how to create a safe space on your own so you can have those conversations without needing my facilitation to do it. Then also in the work that I do with a couple is that I hone in on the areas and the hot spots of the relationship, on areas where there was long-standing and unresolved issues and defenses that you never talk about and you avoid talking about. So then once I hone in on those issues, I will facilitate dialogues between the two of you about addressing these issues. And in these dialogues, you will learn and practice the ability to express yourself in a way that you could achieve understanding with each other and ultimately feel much closer and more connected to each other. And in family therapy, it's the same kind of thing with the relationships that exist within the family. Parents with parents, children with parents, children with siblings, all those relationships, to grow and deepen all those relationships.